time to tool. It's time to tool. It's time to now's the time.
Hey YouTube, Matt here, bringing you my deck profile from this week's tournament. I decided to take Constellar this week because I had a look at the ARG open deck list, which obviously won, and this is predominantly based on that. It's almost a net deck, but I was sure a few cards I just liked the idea of it, so I thought I'd give it a go. So, jumping into the deck profile, we have the 3 Caos, the 3 Pollux, the 3 Sombre. Going back up to the 3 Algidi as per the ARG build. Didn't have an issue with this at all. Quite glad that I tried it out at 3 again. At one point I was siding it out just like 1, maybe 2 out for sort of like the Veilers and things. The Sheratons, bumping this up to 3. It was at 3 in the ARG build, so I thought I'd give it a shot. It was actually really good. I actually had to buy in a 3rd Sheraton because I didn't have one, because I never thought I'd run it at 3. But running at 3 was really good. Just a lot of the times I'd end up searching Sombre for recovery plays, or a Pollux or a Caos if it didn't have that piece of the combo. Then the one-ofs, the Honest, that's always going to be there, and T-King made an appearance again, which was really good, so probably will be staying in. Kind of sad that he's a common, but I had him in the days of when the common was £10, so yeah. Then the spells, 2 Tenki, really good. I did have one point in the day where I had both Tenki and a Caos, which was kind of bad, but it doesn't happen that often. I think I ended up even still winning that match somehow. Then the one-ofs, 1 Rotor to search that Pollux, 1 Book. I saw Book a couple of times, it was quite good. Saw Dark Hole a fair few times. 2 Lance was really good, saw it a fair few times. 3 MST, yeah, you need the back row hate for every deck that's out there right now. Then we have the trap lineup, which was even heavier than normal, because again it was going off the ARG build, and I think this is, what's this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 traps. We've got the one-offs, the 1 Warning, the 1 Compulse, the 1 TT, the 1 Bottomless. Then we had 3 Fiendish Chains. These were really good. I actually borrowed one of these off my friend Sam. I will need to get myself a 3rd, as it was amazing. Then we had 2 Dust Tornadoes. Yes, there is 5 spot destruction in this, as it's needed. This deck is effectively anti-meta / anti-dragon, so being able to get rid of emptinesses or ravines or anything else is just really good. The only point where I got kind of frustrated, where I was going against Will playing Black Wings, I again, 2 weeks on the trot, or 2 tournaments on the trot, cut him into 2 Whirlwind, and I didn't see any of my 3 MST or the 2 Dust Tornado within over a 1/3 of the deck. Then we had 2 Iron Walls. Luckily I pulled one of these from the Joey's World I opened in the morning, although Brad would have lent me one, but I just decided to stick it at the 2. Then we have the last 2 traps, which will goes and match. In the ARG build, these were in the side deck, but because I'm lending Brad my emptinesses for YCS London, I just decided to put the goes in instead. There was the 1 point against Michael in top 8, who was playing E-Drags, where I would have rather these been the emptiness, because he, being a very good player, just played well around this. I had a Pallades out with a Gozen. What ended up happening is I had to Pallades a Blaster, otherwise the Pallades was going to die, and between his plays he had got 2 Tempest to the Banish Zone, then he returned for a different dimension, bringing back the 2 Tempest, going into Draco Sack, because Draco Sack is a win, so that is a legal play. So fair play to Michael. He just outplayed me in that game, and I got a bit unlucky. I'll say a bit more about that matchup in a bit. Then we have the extra deck. 1 Cowboy, never made it. 1 Abyss Dweller, did make this against Michael. Because I haven't had it that long, I played it badly. I should have used the effects straight in, like moving to the standby phase, but I waited until he allowed one of the effects to go off. Then what happened is that he just pretty much did nothing. I think he just ended up going Redox from the hand a couple of times just to fuel the grave and burn this out, and when this was out he just went in for game. Paladynamo did actually make this. Can't remember, is it on my notes what I made it against? I don't believe so. But I know I made it against something that I couldn't get over with otherwise because I had to negate its effect. Then bumped back up to the 2 Omega, really glad that I did this. I think I only made the 2, excuse me, once throughout the day, but really glad that I put the 2 back in. Then, why are the Pleiades mixed up? No, that's Precept, my bad. Got the 1 Precept, this wasn't made at all. I was considering making this against E-Drags, but I decided to go with the Dweller instead. Then the 1 Ouroboros, did make this a couple of times, so glad that I did get hold of this, because without Shockmaster, those Sombre players I've been able to get through on the board aren't as good. I would end up sometimes playing the Sombre sort of like the, what is it, the Wind-Up Magician, keeping the Sombre on board to go off again next turn. Then we've got the rank 5s, 2 Pleiades, staple. Volca, this put in a lot of damage in combination with the Gaia Dragon, because each time it was doing like 5k, which was just utterly crippling them. Shark Fortress, didn't actually make this at all this time round, because I didn't have a need for it, because the Volcanosaurus was always getting rid of something. There wasn't any blank fields, to whereas the Shark Fortress was the better option. Tyrrus, I had no need to make this at all. M7, I think I made this once because I burned out Pleiades and just overlaid for the extra attack and obviously the effect next turn, which did go off. Then put in a Chimera tech because I got a couple of Cyber Dragons in the side deck. I did go against Dragons in the top 8, but I didn't have a chance to get us out. Then side deck, we had 2 DD Crow. Didn't see Miles or Fire Fist or any other deck, which these were particularly relevant, so I didn't side them in. Failures, these did come in a few times. Surprisingly, I'm still kind of iffy about this. I may switch these out for Maxis in the side, to be honest, because even though I've got so much hate for Dragons in the main deck, I think having Maxis to draw into that hate is probably better than having the Veilers, because there's already 3 Fiendish Chain in the side. Sorry, in the main. Then we've got 2 Mind Crush. This went in against both of the Blackwing players. Went well against Will, but Will still got the win over. The 3rd Gozen, this went in against Dragons because I didn't have the Emptiness. D-Fisher, this I think went in against Dragons, but I can't remember. Cyber Dragons, I decided not to put these in against Dragons game 2 because I was leading and I thought there would be no particular need for it. If it had gone to game 3, I would have put these in. Soul Drain didn't go in, 3rd Lance didn't go in, DNA Surgery didn't see Spellbooks or Fire Fist, didn't go in. Kaiku, I always felt that the 2 Iron Wall was enough, so I never sided this in. Then Grand Mole, I put this in for the Blackwing matchups to deal with Armor Master a bit more. Okay, I'll just make some pretty things for the cameras. Get my cows back out, which are actually being replaced with DT cows soon, because these are bending, because HA7 is crap. Okay, so this week I reached top 8, as you probably have realised by now, going 3-1 in rounds. Round 1 was against my mate Sam, who was playing Mecha Phantom Beast. Game 1, I ended up getting into Omega and Pleiades and a Gozen match really fast, and he basically scooped that match. Game 2, Sam sided into Malevolent Catastrophe, which I didn't actually think he was using anymore. I decided to say, no fear, set 5. Yeah, Malevolent Catastrophe, I'll last that quite quick. Game 3, Volcanosaurus and Gaia Charger won that game, just getting massive damage in. Round 2 was against Will using Blackwings. Game 1, I just utterly destroyed him after winning the die roll. We both predicted that it would probably come down to die roll in the end. Game 2, he sided in Flying Seas. That screwed the living hell out of me. I really didn't expect that. I ended up dealing with it, I think, with Dark Hole or something, but he just got too much advantage by then. Then, I can't remember if it was Game 2 or Game 3, I cut him into Double Whirlwind again. It might have been into Game 2. Game 3, he opened up into Light Imprisoning Mirror really fast, and I didn't get any of the MST or the Dust Tornado, which really pissed me off, because I still end up going into an Omega, but he can still run over that relatively easily. So I lost that. Round 3 was against another Sam. He was playing Blue Eyes Maiden. Game 1, I TT'd the Maiden, and that was pretty much it. Just proceeded to win on that. Game 2, Pallades and Omega. I think 90% of the time when I get Pallades and Omega, it's just going to be a win condition. It's just such a strong combo, and that was a 2-0. Round 4 was against Oliver, which was another Blackwing matchup. Game 1, I just demolished him. Game 2, I had bad draws, and then Game 3, I won with Volker and Gaia again. Then moving into top 8 against Michael, who eventually went on to win the tournament. Those videos will be up probably tomorrow or the day after, because I've got the semi-finals and the final to edit, because I decided to record both. This was an 0-2, he just smashed me basically. Game 1, he outplayed me with goes and match play. Michael is a very, very good player, and he's going on to YCS London, so I hope he does well. Game 2, basically lost to MST, because an Iron Wall got MST'd, and then I think I got another goes and match out on him, and he blasted it. So, oh yeah, in I believe it was game 1, he got 6 cents on me, calls 5 and 6, I rolled a 6, yeah, I'm not coming back from that. So, I was kind of disappointed that I didn't get a game on him, because this deck had been geared to beating the Dragon matchup, but so be it. I will make a few changes to this for the next time I run it, just probably mainly to do with the side deck, and then obviously next time I'll have my Emptinesses back, which will really help me in all matches, including the Dragon matchup. Okay, thanks for watching, and go check out a couple of box openings that I should have put up the other day, and the semi-finals and the finals will be up soon. Okay, bye.